Hopefully we'll get some skip. It was a bit rolling in earlier. Now it's pretty quiet. A little bit rolling in on channel 16. Oh, there's some on channel 38. Let's try this radio here. You guys are out there, pop in. Let's grab my camera here. I hear something on 38, so somebody's playing music. Playing Dreamweaver by Gary Wright. You can't be playing that. Okay. See if anybody can hear me. We'll fish for some skip on 39. CQDX, 791 West Coast of Canada. 791 West Coast of Canada, QSX. See how much power we're putting out. I turned the amps back up. You know, stupid me. The thing was dimming. The light was dim on here, and it was dimming when I was shooting a video. And a friend of mine, 3565 BYU, said he noticed. He says, "You're gonna need to turn the amps up. It's like it's losing power." It's like, stupid me. I got a variable power supply, and I've totally neglected it. So I turned the power back up, and then the fans kick in on the back of my RCI, which you haven't for a while. And then it stopped flickering the LED because it was losing. It was like kind of like losing power. And now with this RCI, it's peaked up. So audio, hello, audio, hello, 150 watts right there, man. Sweet. That's RCI 2970 DX. So that radio gets on real good. CQDX. This is 791 on the west coast of Canada. 791 west coast of Canada, Colin. Turn this up a little bit. CQDX, 791 west coast of Canada, QSX. I love this D104 microphone. Anyway, last night, CB Lounge 2112 had a really good lead there, and actually we made contact twice. So you can see the Videogate on his on 2112, CB Lounge 2112, and you can also see the videos I uploaded here on Jungle Joe C Videogates, right? And first contact, and then a second contact, which was totally awesome. That was the first time we have actually had a chance to QSO on the CB. Music. Some idiot playing music on there. CQ 791 West Coast of Canada, QSX. We're trying to fish for skip here if somebody comes back to me. I'm on channel 41. CQ 791 on the West Coast of Canada, Colin. CQDX. This is 791 West Coast of Canada. 791 on the West Coast of Canada, Colin. CQDX, 791 West Coast of Canada. pretty quiet. Okay, we got somebody playing music still. Let's go down to AM. Pretty quiet on the frequency. How about a DX land? How about a DX land? You copy 612 on the west coast of Canada. 612 on the west coast of Canada. 612 skip junkie, listening. Fishing for skip on 28. How about a DX land? How about a DX land? You copy 612 west coast of Canada. 612 west coast of Canada. Break. Should have been doing this earlier. How about a DX land? How about a DX land? 612 on the west coast of Canada. Try. A little bit coming in on one. Skip on 36. See if I can get to these guys. Channel 36 guys, lower side band. QSK. QSK. $791 west coast of Canada on the side. Fading out.
I've been wanting to check out. I do have chores that I should be doing now. And I'm off the cup, Cynthia, and all. We'll see if I can hear the speaker if you come back.
QSK. QSK. Surely they can hear me. Only people coming in on skip right now. Liam. Hey, Joe, no radio today. Big storm. Oh, really? Oh, stay safe out there, Liam. We got somebody on 36 here. It's the only people I can hear. How about a CQDX? CQ 791 west coast of Canada. CQ. It's 791 west coast of Canada. 791 west coast of Canada. CQ. What is your QTH? 791 west coast of Canada, waving.
Yeah, I'm here.
QSK. It's annoying when you can hear somebody and they can't hear you. They're the only ones in there.
No, I have a Browning 1911 22.
CQ. It's raining here, Liam. It's a wet day. CQ 791 west coast of Canada calling.
On this, I started the hobby relatively 2 to 3 years ago. Like a bunch of guys, I'd be buying more every month.
Rough conditions. Yeah, There's nothing really. All the channels are dead here except channel 36. There's some skip coming in. I'm just trying to find out where these guys are. I'm very curious. QSK 791 West. There's some on 38. CQDX 791 on the west coast of Canada listening. Okay. Stick that pie warmer on. Yeah, this radio here, the RCI 2970DX is 150 watts out of the radio when I turn it up because it's peaked up. So not too shabby. If the conditions are right, they can hear me. If the conditions aren't right, they don't hear me. These guys aren't hearing me. And I can hear them perfectly. Yeah. Let's see. Try again. You know what? Let's try my old 458 because I got more warmth in the pie warmer. More heat in the pie warmer, okay? So let's go to 458. Let's put 350 watts in the pie warmer. CQDX 791 west coast of Canada. 791 on the west coast of Canada. QSX. CQDX 791 west coast Canada. 791 west coast of Canada. Colin. They don't hear me on this one. They're not going to hear me. This old 458 gets out really good, but obviously not today. I tried. Hello, Pam. How's it going? There's a little bit of skip coming in on 36 and 38, but they're not hearing me. But some really good conditions last night. 150 watts is pretty good out of the RCI 2970DX. This one puts out 25 watts out of the radio, the RCI 2980WX, but I got a Texas Star 500 hooked up to that. And then the TRC 458, I have a 350 watt high drive Texas Star, which works really good. But still not hearing me. And I got 3 different antennas hooked up. Hope you're having a good day out here. Yesterday was beautiful. Today is pouring down with rain. And I really don't. I was just outside in the garden. I don't feel like being out in there anymore. Kind of feeling under the weather. Bit of a sore throat and aches and pains. And I had a headache. I had that Chinese flu. I think I have the Chinese flu. And I got a pretty good immune system, locked and loaded with double barrel pump action shotguns to keep those viruses away at bay, right? So Wendy was at a art retreat for 9 days, and 2 people came up from California, and 2 of them tested positive for the Chinese flu. Well, Wendy's sick as a dog, and me, I'm not so bad. Mower Junkie had his antenna blown. No way, that sucks. Getting an antenna blown. I've never had that happen. It doesn't get windy enough here, thank God. And listen to these guys. I'd like to know where they are. Man, that would suck to have your antenna blown off the house. That would not be fun. Anyway, CB Lounge 2112 had a really good live stream last night. That was awesome. And like I say, 2 contacts I made with Reed in Carson City, Nevada. Wow. That sucks to lose an antenna. I've never had an antenna blow down. I've had one fall down. It was on a post I had, and the post rotted, so the antenna fell down, but it was only an Antron. He's in South Carolina. Okay, cool. Interesting. Yeah, we just got rain here today. It's wet, cool spring here on the Pacific coast of Canada, out here in the Gulf Islands. I'm watching the rain pour off the roof. It's a good day to be inside. Where's my tea? My nettle tea. I'm hoping some skip comes in tonight. Oh, it's starting to come in on 6 now. I'll go to this radio. Too many radios. The big strappers on 6, right? The big strappers on 6. Here it is. YouTube. What is that? What is that, Pam? What is that a link to? Is that the antenna coming off the roof? I just made a big pot of chili. It's what I have for dinner tonight. A big pot of chili. Channel 6. Yeah, high drive. Lots of power on Channel 6, man. I did talk to a guy on Channel 6 the other day, which is amazing because most of the time they don't hear us. My weak station. Channel 6 right there. Something coming in. Mower Junkie antenna link. Okay, cool. Thanks, Pam. Mower Junkie. I might have talked to that guy before, Pretty sure I have. I know the handle. 333 New Jersey is coming in on Channel 6. You wonder how much power that guy's running, right? How much power are these big strappers running? No, it's pretty quiet all around the band except 6. A little bit of skip. So it is quiet out there. I was hoping maybe we could reach some of you guys out here on the live stream. But maybe no such luck. Maybe tonight. Tomorrow's Friday already, man. Don't you find the week goes fast? Really fast. Anyway, I started a new job last week, so this week I worked a few days. Last week I worked several days. It's a hard job, but I do like it. Planting pot at a pot farm. How big is that power supply? This is a 52. This is a 52 amp variable power supply. It's a pyramid 52 amp, 115 volt, output 12 to 15 volts. So yeah, it's funny because I was shooting a video last night in 356 BYU. Louisiana commented on the video. He says, "You notice how my RCI meter was kind of flickering a little bit, like it was surging, like lacking power." And stupid me totally neglected the power supply. I needed to turn up the amperage. So the minute I turned up the amperage on the power supply, the fans kicked in on the RCI 2970 DX, which I haven't heard for a while. So it was actually not running on enough power. So anyway, it's a 52 amp pyramid, and it runs everything I have here, my linears and the RCI 2970 DX. Yeah. No, Digimodes. What is that? No, I don't know what that is. A Digimode. No. What is that? I'm not a good techie. I use JSP. It's the same as FT. JS8. It's the same as FT. Really? Yeah, I'm not too sure what that is, actually. 40 amp on N2 power supply is okay at 150. 50 PEP. That's what it is. 150 watts sideband is my RCI. When I whistle, it goes to 150 watts, right? Yeah. FT8, but a bit better. I was hoping to shoot some skip today, but nothing. All is quiet on 11 meter band, folks. 27 USB. You hear all the 27 for 245. Let's go up there. 245. Pretty quiet on this end. Only thing I'm hearing is a little QRM. That's it. If conditions are in, okay, cool. Yeah, nothing much coming in here, man. It's pretty dead. I was hoping on this rainy day we'd have a bit of condition.
He's talking to Preacher Man there, bro, master. He's talking to Preacher Man. You said you put some grease on his backside of his bald head as you're going down the road.
Guy's coming in pretty good.
JS8, I never did.
JS8. What is JS8? I'm not too sure what that term is. Sounds technical. Just high, long, annoying tone. Oh, okay. Seen SST 27,700. Seen SST. No way, really? Crazy. SSTV on 27,700 once. I'm not sure what that is. That's interesting. You seen SSTV. Really? Wow. Oh, that's kind of cool. Yes, radios are kind of fascinating, aren't they? Well, just like I say, the odd big strapper coming in, so it's kind of just a ho-hum live stream today, Videogate. Slow scan TV. Okay, cool. Digital mode to transmit text. Interesting. I didn't know that. I never heard of it. Huh. I learn something new every day. I'm waiting for the 4-pin connectors for my Static D104. I've ordered them so then I can wire a new connector on it so it'll work on my radio. So I've ordered 2 4-pin connectors because I haven't even used this stupid thing yet. So anyway, they're coming eventually. Send a picture. Oh, wow, that's cool, Pam. I had no idea. That is wild. 27,700. That is very interesting. Ever get that mic? No, I didn't. I did play around with it and I did some wiring. So I ordered 2 4-pin connectors and I'm going to rewire it again. I just had adapters and they just don't seem to work very well. So I do have the diagram to wire a 4-pin connector. And I've wired these both microphones years ago. So I'm going to, once they come in, then I'll rewire it, get it working. Justin, it's really cool. I just got that microphone account. To get my coax to put my beam back. Oh, cool. Right on, Justin. That is exciting. I can't wait to get a beam again one day. Somebody was saying to me I should get a Mako 2-element V-Quad. And I looked it up. It's actually both polarities. It's a really nice little beam, the 2-element Mako V-Quad. So I need something with a small turning radius, something with some pretty good dB gain. I think it's 11 dB gain. And like I say, it does have both polarities on it, which is quite nice. So the Mako 2-element, I had a V-Quad back in the day, but it was just horizontal. Back in the 70s, late 70s, I had a 2-element V-Quad. Worked pretty good on the skip. But I would prefer both polarities, for shooting skip. And I'm all about shooting skip. I really don't care if I talk local. I mean, I do talk some local at night to a couple of guys on Vancouver Island there, Bob and Steve. And then there's Rob, and then there's Tim over in Vancouver. So there's a few guys around. Not a whole lot of people on the radio up this way. It's pretty quiet on the CB radio band this far north. Back in the day, there used to be a ton of people on the radio. Yes, a quad talks. It does. I used to have a 2-element high gain quad, Pam. Eliminator 2, both polarities. I remember putting that thing together. I was 16 years old. 1980. I put it up in early January 81. Remember putting it together in December 1980. And then I had a 30-foot tower with 6 foot of mast. I called 2 of my strongest friends over. My dad helped. And I concreted. I had a big concrete base with the big bolts coming up, the big ready rods. And we pulled that thing up into place. And I had that thing up for years. 2-element high gain quad, man. It was awesome. Used to talk all over the place on it.
I like talking skip, talking local. I'm saying,
yeah, I really don't care if I talk local or not. If they're in there, I'll say hi, but I prefer talking the distance. That's the reason I got a radio in the first place, was actually to talk skip. Not even knowing what skip was when I was a kid, because like I said, my dad bought a CB receiver back in 1976. And we'd listened to all these stations coming in from all over the place. And so that is super cool. And I said to him, I says, man, it'd be so much fun to talk to those guys, Dad. So in 1977, they bought me a CB radio, which is that one right there, the TRC 452. And I started talking skip, put up a half-wave Radio Shack ground plane and just some thin RG8 coax, RG8U thin coax, and bought a little power supply for the mobile radio, had it in my room, and started talking skip, man. Radio is fun. It's a good hobby. I find there's a lot more guys into radio than women, and it's a shame, because when I hear a woman out there and I said, this is great to hear a lady out there in skipland, it's not too often I hear ladies out there in skipland. There's a few of them I've talked to. There's Skeeter in Kentucky, and then there's one down in Arkansas, 10111, lady 111 in Arkansas. I've talked to her. She's on my gates, and Skeeter's on my gates in Kentucky, Bowling Green, Kentucky, and then of course you, Pam. I've heard a few other ones in there recently. Years ago, there used to be more, it seems. But nowadays, I just don't really hear. It seems like, is it a man's hobby? Why is that? I think there should be more women on the radio. Maybe it doesn't interest them. Maybe women are not interested into CB radios. Like, I think that's cool that you are. And I love it. But I mean, it's a hobby that's good for everybody. It's fun to talk to people and make friends, right? And my wife has one in her car, but it's not her hobby. She rarely ever talks on it. It's just in there, maybe more for an emergency or something. But she's got one in her vehicle. Just ordered a half-wave silver rod. Oh, cool. Okay, I got one. Well, they said mine's a 5/8 wave. Does it have the ground planes at the bottom? I got it from England. It's a Sigma Venom. I have a Sigma Venom 5/8 wave. That's what it is, Pam. They're on the phones. Well, you know what? I've never owned an iPhone. Ever owned an iPhone. I've had one at work. I had one in my parks department truck, but it wasn't mine. So when I retired, I had to hand in the iPhone. So I've never been into phones. I don't even like the sound of a phone ringing, but I do like the sound of skip coming in. And, Wendy will listen to this, says that's just a bunch of noise coming in there. It's like, I think it's fun just trying to pick out the strongest signal or see what you can pick out when there's a whole bunch of stations coming in. So I love the sound of skip. I really love it. And I've always been into radio, and I'll continue being into radio. When I'm an old crispy in the old folks' home, maybe they'll let me put up an antenna in the old folks' home, right? Shoot some skip from the old folks' home. Yeah. So that's cool, Pam, that you are into radio. So like I say, recently, it's probably been about a month or so that I talked to Skeeter down in Kentucky. And it's been several months that I talked to Lady 111 in Arkansas. And they come in good. I don't know I think Skeeter's running a beam. And Lady 111, she booms in here too, man. There's definitely running some power. Anyway, outdoor and off-road, half-wave silver rod is a good antenna, man. You'll like that one. So mine is a silver rod replica. It is it's a high gain silver rod replica. So it's a Sigma Venom 5/8 wave. And I actually do have videos of it here. It's about 18 feet long. Correct me if I'm wrong. And it's got 3 ground planes at the bottom. Yeah. So it works pretty well. I mean, I've talked all over it. I got it hooked up to one of my 458s. This 458 down here, I don't have anything hooked up to right now. I just kind of plug in antennas here and there. So there you go. Yeah. Yeah, I know. I think most people are into iPhones now, and that's maybe why they not into the CB hobby, right? And somebody said that to me one time. It's like, why would you want to talk to somebody on a CB when you can talk to them on a phone so much easier? It's more of a challenge talking to somebody on a CB when they're in the distant contact, right? It's skip conditions. So that's what makes it way more challenging. And you can talk to anybody on a telephone, but I can't always talk to everybody on a CB radio. Mother Nature's on your side, you can. But if Mother Nature's not on your side, you can hear somebody coming in good and they might not hear you. I know it's frustrating. That's just the way she goes. That's the way skip works. That's what I like about it. I like the challenge. Right, so let's turn it on again. Quiet. 6, that's it. 6. So I'll keep this live stream pretty short since there's not a lot going on right now. And I'm going to go rest on the couch get rid of this Chinese flu, because I do actually have the Chinese flu, the C word. I got to watch this saying the C word on here. There was actually, a couple of ladies from California tested positive in my wife's art class and spread it around to some people. And unfortunately, my wife got it, and then she passed it on to me.
You make skip contacts on stock radio.
Yep, tons of them. You bet. Even in my truck, even before I had my linear, I make tons of skip contacts. Yep. When I'm talking AM on this radio, it's all barefoot. You watch my skip contacts on my video gates. It's just it's barefoot out of the radio. Oh, let's see. Hello. Audio. Hello. Big old 6 watts, man. Oh, I got to turn down. Hang on. Let me turn it up. Hello. Just over 7 watts. So not a lot of power. Well, hopefully we'll get some good skip tonight. Yeah, so most of my skip shooting on AM is barefoot, right? And on sideband, I do run power. I do actually have so on sideband, this one I do have a 500 watt linear hooked up to, but I don't always have it cranked up. And then, like I say, the RCI 2970DX is 150. It puts out if I turn it up, 150 on sideband. In my truck, I have a 200 watt linear. Wendy's got a 200 watt linear, and then I got a 350 watt linear on the other radio on the 458. So it helps to put some fire in the wire, no doubt about it. I mean, there's some guys what I have is not a lot of power compared to what some of these other guys run in the States, right? The big strappers, these guys are running, a couple thousand watts. So they're running mega power, but not me. I'm not running mega power. It just helps when the conditions are rough and it gives you that extra boost. But in my truck, it certainly does help. I have the Tram 300 mag mount with the RM203P kicker, which is about around 190 watts, something like that. I say 200. And then I got the Citizen MPL5 radio.
I have on 12 watts. 12 watts is fine, man.
You can talk anywhere you want on 12 watts. If you have a good antenna, you don't need any power. My buddy used to have a Moonraker 4, and he had a Midland. This is back 1981, and where I used to live. And 81, he had this Moonraker 4 up, and he would talk anywhere he wanted with that Moonraker 4 on a Midland, stock Midland radio. It's before everybody was putting the high frequencies in them. I had some high frequencies in mine, but not everybody had the free bands back then. So, he would just key up his mic if Australia was coming in, and Australia would hear him, man. It was absolutely amazing. So get a good antenna. You don't need a mega power. Good antenna really does help because it does amplify your signal, right? That's the thing. So, and of course, the bigger the beam, you get one of those big 6-element Moonrakers or a Mako, it really does amplify your power. And then some people like to stack their antennas too, but I just want something small. 3-element flat side beam would be good. Or now I'm really looking at that 2-element. There's a 2-element smoke and gun, and there's also the 2-element Mako V-Quad. I'm drinking stinging nettle tea with ginger in it. So that's my drink. I harvest the stinging nettle down in the ravine, and then I dry it. This is stuff I did earlier in the spring. And then I dry it. And so I always have a big container of stinging nettle. And then I chop up fresh ginger every day. This is my drink. In the morning, I poured this. And I put a little bit of honey in it. It's actually a really good drink. Good antioxidants and also high in iron, especially for women. Some women are lacking iron. So if you want to get more iron, get some stinging nettle. Drink stinging nettle tea. You can get it at your health food store unless you have it growing where you are. It kind of tastes like green tea. And it actually looks like green tea too, but with the ginger in it, gives a little bit of a kick. Also, lemon balm. I like to put lemon balm in it too. We have a lot of lemon balm. Lemon balm grows like a weed here. So I picked the lemon balm, and you throw a leaf in the tea there, and it's good. It's good stuff. And like I say, I had the chills all last night. I was sweating. Then I had the chills, and then I had a really bad headache all night.
and achy all over. So I got, like I say, the Chinese flu. You know what I'm talking about? The C word, right? So Wendy's got it real bad, and me not so bad because, like I say, I arm my immune system with double barrel shotguns. Every day I take NAC, I take vitamin D, vitamin A, lots of vitamin C, and what else do I take? Then I have my shake. I have an energy drink. So I got a pretty strong immune system. So I'm fighting it off right now. My like I say, the stuff I take is fighting off the bad virus. I could feel a lot worse. So really, it's just kind of like I would describe it as the flu. I feel like I have the flu, a little bit of an upset stomach, but not bad. But it's mostly achy, and then of course I have to self isolate. I can't really go anywhere right now, which kind of sucks. So I have to stay around here and not come in contact with anybody. So this is what it looks like, somebody with the C word, Chinese flu. And I don't have the special medicine in me. I just have an immune system. So we're letting that work for me. It's funny, the person that Wendy got the Chinese flu from was double jabbed. She was double jabbed. And then Wendy got the sickness from her. And Wendy's not jabbed, right? So anyway, her immune system is it's working, but the flu is kicking the crap out of her. She was in rough shape. But hopefully in a couple of days she'll be good. And I took some oil of oregano, and then I took some other natural stuff too, but not too bad. A little bit of a chill right now, but considering the survival rate for the Chinese flu is about 99.8%, so I'm not really worried about it, right? I've had flus that are worse. So there you go. And it gives me an excuse to sit around and do a live stream and talk to you nice people and not go into work, right? Like I did. I do have a part-time job. And I mean, a couple days a week is good, but if I'm feeling crappy, I ain't going in. Definitely not going in. So there you go. Anyway, Pam, try some of this tea sometime. You'll really like it. Stinging nettle, the stuff that stings you when you touch it, right? So, but when it's dried, it doesn't sting you. And look up the health benefits of stinging nettle. It's a very useful plant that grows wild on the edges of forests, streams, you know. I drink Monster soda and coffee too. Monster. Pam, you must be bouncing off the walls. You see, I'm a pretty high-strung guy. So I do have a coffee once in a while. I go down to Beachside Coffee Shop. So I'll go down there and I'll have a small dark roast coffee, but only in the morning. My wife likes coffee. She loves coffee. She'll drink a couple of coffees a day. So she enjoys her coffee. Her daughter enjoys her coffee. Me, if I have a coffee a week, I'm good. But like I say, if I'm down to the coffee shop, I could even drink a coffee a day, a small dark roast. I feel my hair growing. I'm sure it does wonders for your hair. I'm sure you have great hair. So drink more coffee, right? But no, actually, matter of fact, I was reading something the other day about coffee. And you know what? It popped up on the internet. It was a news flash that says the health benefits of drinking coffee. So they did this study and they said drinking coffee is good for your health, but you have to drink so many cups a day. Can you believe it? I always thought drinking too much coffee wouldn't be good, but they said drinking coffee is a health benefit. So, hey, Pam, good on you, man. And you know what? You only live once. So drink your coffee. We're all going to die. And you have to enjoy life. You know, there's people, well, you can't eat that and you shouldn't eat that. And you got to read the label on this. Like, what the hell, man? I'm only here for a short time. So enjoy what you eat. I have a coffee too. I put a little cream in it. I have a small dark roast when I go down to Beachside Coffee. I know there's a lady called Lady Tornado. Lady Tornado in Florida. I've never heard of that one. I've heard of, well, you can see on my Videogate Skeeter and then, of course, Lady 111. Doctor told me 4 cups. Oh, okay. There you go. Right on, Pam. So it's 4 cups. Okay. So see, I did read that it is actually good for you. 4 cups of coffee a day. I honestly would be bouncing. I wouldn't be able to sleep. I cannot drink coffee afternoon. It always has to be before lunchtime. If I drink it in the afternoon, it messes my sleep up. It really does. And I can't have even tea with caffeine in it afternoon because little noises wake me up. And once I'm up, it's hard for me to get back to sleep. So anyway, I've been sleeping on the couch the last few days just because Wendy's been so sick. I don't want to be too close to her. So she's got the whole bedroom to herself. And that's the end of my tea. And you know what? There's no caffeine There's no caffeine in the nettle tea, right? And I like mint tea too. Mint tea is really good. I actually put some mint in here the other day. I had a mint tea bag, and I put one in there, and it was actually really good. So it was mint, nettle, and then some honey and ginger, and it was actually super good. So that I made this morning at around 8 o'clock. And what time is it now? It is 1:29 p.m. 1:29. Well, Pam, I still have to hear you out there in DX land because I want to get you on the video gate. And I mean, I've definitely talked to Wisconsin several times since I've talked to you or here on the live stream. So our time will come when we will meet on the airwaves, and I'd like to get a video gate of you and then put you on my video gate. 3:30 p.m. here. Okay, so you guys are 2 hours ahead of us. I didn't realize, so last night I was talking to my buddy Reed, CB Lounge 212 in Carson City, Nevada. I didn't realize they were actually the same time zone as us. We're Pacific Coast time zone, and so is Carson City, Nevada, which is pretty cool. Very, very cool. You know what's really weird? If you go up to Alaska, which is way north of us, they're an hour behind us. Isn't that weird? They're an hour behind us. Yes, the 405 or 505 base that have that here. Okay, cool. 405 or 505. So yeah, Alaska's 1 hour behind our time, and Hawaii is 3 hours behind our time, which is even cooler. I love Hawaiian time. Hawaiian time is just awesome. So when I fly to Hawaii, it's about a 5 hour, sometimes 30-minute flight. Sometimes it's 5 hours. And then when you land there, you turn the clocks back 3 hours, which is kind of cool. I like that. But yeah, it's strange how Alaska is 1 hour behind us. So right now it's 12:30. It's 12:30 in Alaska right now. And the most southern point of Alaska is probably, I guess, 700 miles north of us, something like that. I love how it's fun when you have really good conditions and everybody able to touch. I know. I like that too. I like when the conditions are clear and you can actually hear the person you're talking to. I find it really annoying when you do have a station come back to you and you can hear that person perfectly. And then next thing you know, you're trying to get back to them and they come back to you and then somebody else covers them up. Every time they key up, there's other stations that are just a little bit stronger. So you're still trying to make out what they're saying. It is so frustrating. Or same goes with me. They can hear me when I first key up, and then I try the second time to key up, and then somebody covers me up. So that's just the way Skip works. That's why I talk, a lot on the free band too. On sideband, I'll go up to channel 41, and even on AM, I like to go down below channel 1. And you go down below channel 1, and it's quieter, right? Yes, the big time, like 1,000 people. Yeah, exactly. And it's like, you know what it is, Pam? It's like somebody stuck a stick in a hornet's nest, right? And they've stirred it up, and all those DX stations are all calling at once, and you're trying to make heads or tails of what's going on. And, there's always going to be one or two strong stations that kind of come over everything, which is amazing. You wonder how much power they're running. There's a few like that. It's just like Motormouth Mall. I know he always comes over. Dirty Bird in Georgia. 445, I talked to him last night twice, believe it or not. The Skip was rolling in last night from Utah, Wyoming, California, Nevada. And then I had my buddy 445 in Mississippi, Radio Man, come back to me. I made 2 contacts. I got the video gates on here to prove it. I uploaded them. And 445 comes out of nowhere, Mississippi. And he's blowing smoke up here, man. Just blowing smoke. I talked to Florida on FM for 20 minutes. Oh, yeah, I like talking on 26805. That's actually a good channel to talk on. I worked a fair bit of FM Skip on there, not a ton, but definitely a fair bit of FM Skip on there. And I didn't even know about that channel, that it was FM, until a while back. Somebody said, hey, there's an FM DX group. And so I went down there and I've worked some good stations on FM, which is kind of fun. Well, I could go down there on this one. Let's see. There's 26805. FM, CQ, CQDX, CQDX, 791 West Coast of Canada, 791 West Coast of Canada, calling CQ. See what my match is. Oh, good match, 1 to 1.3. It's not bad. CQDX, 791 West Coast of Canada on the site. Wouldn't that be something if somebody came back to me? Is the FM calling frequency? No. That's upper sideband. 555 is upper sideband, and 26805 is FM. But 555 is the international call channel. So I'm on 26805 right now, FM. CQDX, FM, CQ, CQDX, CQ, 791, 791 West Coast of Canada. Be crazy if somebody came back to me, yeah. Upper sideband, Pam, yeah. 27555 is upper sideband call channel. International. Well, there's nobody coming in on there. It's very, very quiet on the CB radio band. So anyway, I tried. I was hoping, try the amp on. Let's see what we got here. Let's go back down. And we'll see what happens. Let's see. CQ. Hello, 791 on the side. What is happening? Nobody listening to me. I just don't think there's any skip in there, that's all. I know what I'm going to do, Pam. I'm going to go to my RCI 29.7 DX. This one's got lots of good audio. Let's try CQDX. This is 791 West Coast of Canada. 791 on the West Coast of Canada, Colin. CQDX. 791 West Coast of Canada. CQDX 791 West Coast. Just over 40 watts there. 791 West Coast of Canada listening. Nada. Nothing. No, pretty quiet, Pam. Nobody out there but me. Heard somebody on 12. Just got my CB radio coax. Yeah, I'm putting water seal around it so it doesn't. Oh, cool. Right on. I'll be listening for you out there, buddy, in DX land. I will be listening for you in Skip land. I'll go for a few more minutes here, and then I should actually sit on the couch and rest. That's what I got to do. And I got to have some water, too. I got to drink more water. Water is a good thing when you're not feeling well. Somebody's here. Somebody is here. I should actually... I'm going to go see. Hang on. Somebody here? What are you looking at? No. No. Oh. Huh? Okay, well, look at it. Not in the front, is it? Okay. All right, I should roll. There is actually somebody here. So, all right, guys, I'm going to roll. Thanks for joining in the live stream. There's a little DX. Yeah, there's a little bit of DX. Nothing major night here. It's like 74 light. Oh, 74. That is awesome. I'll tell you what it's doing here, Pam. Besides the rain, 57 degrees and pissing down with the rain. All right, you take care, everybody. I got to roll. I think Wendy's son stopped by to say hi, so got to keep my distance from him. All right, you have a good one, and thank you so much. And I'll be listening for you out there in DX land. Pam, we're going to get you on the video gate. Sooner or later, we will get you on the gate. All right, you take care, and until next time, thanks for joining in, guys. It's always a slice, and I wish there was some DX in there because then I'd at least have a chance to talk to you guys. But oh well. Better luck next time. All right. Have a good day, what's left of it, and enjoy your beautiful weather out there, Pam. That sounds nice. I'd like to be 74 degrees Fahrenheit is absolutely the perfect temperature. Doesn't need to be any hotter than that. I love 74 degrees Fahrenheit and a light wind. Gotta love Wisconsin. All right. Take care. That's where they make Harley Davidson. You know, that's where my motorcycle is made, in Milwaukee, Wisconsin. Indians and Harley Davidsons. My Harley Davidson is made in Wisconsin, Milwaukee. Have you ever been to Milwaukee? I'm sure you have. Anyway, and then of course, home to the Green Bay Packers too. The most hardcore football fans ever. They sit out there in their stadium when it's minus 20, and they got no shirts on. Some of these guys, I've seen them. I said they're the most hardcore football fans ever. Are the Green Bay Packers fans? It just blows me away. I'm freezing sitting here watching it on a television, and these guys are outside in the stadium. Woohoo! No shirt on. It's minus 20. It's like, oh, talk about hardcore. People from Wisconsin are tough. All right. You guys take care, and I'll see you all next time. Thank you. Milwaukee is 70 miles away. I'm in Janesville. Cool. Janesville. Okay. 70. So you obviously been to Milwaukee lots of times. Must be lots of Harley Davidsons cruising around there. I'd love to go to the Harley Davidson factory. Anyway, I'm going to sit back and I'm going to listen to my Baofeng. I like listening to the emergency calls. They come in, you know. So there's lots of calls coming in on this thing all the time. All right, take care, Pam. Have a good one, Justin. And who else is in there? Did I miss anybody else? Liam was in there. I think Liam's gone. Take care, Liam, if you're still in there. And I'll see you guys next live stream. All right. Cheers to you all. And enjoy the rest of your, is it Thursday today? God, Thursday. Man, time flies, doesn't it? The weeks go so fast. I find as I get older, it goes even faster. Well, have a great, yeah, you too, Justin. Have a good one. It is 1:43 p.m. Pacific time here on the Pacific coast, out here in the southern Gulf Islands. That's where we are. Somebody had asked me, well, what island are you on? And yeah, good to have all you guys in there. I'm on Salt Spring Island. The island I live on is actually Salt Spring Island. I'll show you right here. I think I have a map here. I do have a map. I do have a map. Rudy, where's a map of Salt Spring Island? Okay, so I'm going to show you where I live. Here's a map of Salt Spring Island. I live right there. I live way up on the top of Salt Spring Island, right there, right by the ocean. right across the street from the ocean on the northern tip of Salt Spring Island. So it's a pretty good size island. You can see that's what Salt Spring looks like, just like that. Right. So there's a ferry terminal on this side. There's a ferry terminal here, and then there's a ferry terminal down there. This one goes to Vancouver, south of Vancouver. This one goes to the big island, Vancouver Island, right there, 20 minutes. This one's 3 hours, and this one here is about 30 minutes to Victoria, something like that. So there you go. That's what Salt Spring Island looks like. All right, guys. Now I really have to go. Rudy just got in there too. Experience Salt Spring 2022 free guide and adventure map. Huh. Cool. Make a cool QSL map. Yeah, I would actually. Yeah, I should. I was thinking on doing new QSL cards, but I rarely ever send them out anymore. I was just more thinking of some for AM with my handle Skip Junkie on them, because my original handle when I was a kid was Goat Roper. And like I say, I still have the original QS. Well, actually, the second ones I ever made. And you've probably seen them. You've probably seen my cards before. I've showed them before. So these are the last ones I got made in 1981. Okay, so there with the backs on them, right? Got those made in North Carolina. And then I have white ones. So the first ones were black and gold. And then these are the second cards I got made in the late 1970s. And my first ones were gold with a different design on them again. And I have to find one to show you guys. I still have a couple kicking around. So that I designed when I was a little kid, the Goat Roper. 73s, had my license number on there. There's my microphone. And but now I call myself the Skip Junkie. And then there's the gold and black one right there. Right. So, but yeah, I was thinking of another one, but Skip Junkie, and I have to think of a cool design to put on it. But not a lot of people send out QSL cards. The last person I sent QSL cards to was Dallas Rife in Tennessee. I've been watching stream, but I'm at work listening to the old time. Enjoy it. Oh, cool, Rudy. Well, have a good day at work. I didn't go into work today. Well, I'm retired. I only work part-time. It's a part-time gig, so I can go in when I want to. And most of the time, I'm only going to work 4 hours anyway, because I got a really hard job crawling around on my hands and knees out in a pot field planting pots. So, but anyway, 4 hours is good enough for me. Couple, 2-3 days a week is good too. Anyway, I'm glad you're listening. I'm glad you joined in. And if the skip is flowing in, well, we'll make sure we can make the contact. And like I say, I still got to contact Pam. Pam, we're going to be listening for you out there in Skipland. Okay, let's put these cards back. There. And now I'm going to go sit on the couch. I'm just going to try to go for an hour. I think we got about 2 minutes left. And I hope you're having a good day at work, Rudy. And I'm sure you probably have nice weather where you are. It's been very wet here today on Salt Spring Island. It is like a fall day out there, but I tell you, the garden, our ornamental garden, is absolutely loving it. It is a freaking, really, our garden looks like a jungle. You can see other videos of my main YouTube channel is not this one. My main YouTube channel is Banana JSSI. Okay, if you want to see my main YouTube channel, go to Banana JSSI, and you can see what I'm talking about. You'll see our garden. It really is. It's overflowing with palm trees and tropical like plants here on this island. It's pretty amazing what grows here on Salt Spring Island. You wouldn't think of anywhere in Canada growing palm trees, but we do definitely grow lots of palm trees here on Salt Spring Island. So they're lapping up this H2O. They just absolutely can't soak up enough of this rain, because generally at this time of the year it's pretty dry and we're watering, but this year it's been a cool spring and it's been a wet spring. So somebody said we're going to have a crappy wet summer too. Oh, well, that's life. Nothing I can do about it. If we have a crappy wet summer, less watering for me to do and good for the aquifers, because we're on a well. We use well water here. So if it keeps the aquifer full, our well will never run out. That's actually a good thing. So, all righty. So I was supposed to sign off a while ago, but I didn't. And now we will. We're just about up to the 1 hour mark, and we might as well make it to 1 hour. We're approaching 1 hour, 59 minutes and 55 seconds. All right. Thanks, Rudy and Pam and Justin and Liam. And I will catch you all next time on the next live stream from Skipland. I guess I am in Skipland. You guys are in Skipland too. We're all in Skipland. I'm in Skipland and you're in Skipland. All right. Take care. Cheers to you. And thanks again. Shaka wave.